Hi, Jarrett. First of all, congratulations on the movie. I saw it yesterday, and I've been thinking about it all day. I know I want to watch it again. So many questions. I was listening in on the press conference with HFPA earlier, and one of my coworkers was saying that she had no idea that it was you for the longest time. So as an actor, that must be the biggest compliment you can get, right?
Oh, absolutely. It is a huge compliment for someone to watch the movie and say, "I didn't even know it was you." Like, score. That's honestly what we were going for. And I think, it's nice to be able to suspend disbelief, to be able to spend time with a character rather than a persona. And we worked really hard to create a character that I hadn't explored before. I had different color eyes, different nose, different teeth. We had prosthetics. We had a different walk, a different talk, and yeah, it was an immersive one.
And I'm wondering how much input that you get as an actor, the conversations that you had, how you wanted your character to look like. If you can talk about that a little bit.
Well, John Lee Hancock gave me full reign to go nuts. So I would say I had 1,000% input, from the rather, greasy hair to, the shuffle and the shoes. So it was, I think that's kind of what you want when you're a director, is you surround yourself with the best actors you can find, and you let them go to town. And you're the soundboard, and you're you kind of the first line of defense. But John Lee Hancock was incredibly generous, not only with his role as a director, but as a writer. He let me just come in with a lot of different ideas, a lot of extra dialogue and improvisation. And I think that was important for the character because of how he interacted with others. But it was all born from John Lee Hancock, because he wrote the script. So, really thankful for his faith in me as an actor. I'm really grateful to him.
Yeah, and I'm also wondering, because we also talked to John Lee, and he mentioned that you asked him whether your character was the killer or not, but he doesn't have an answer himself, even though he wrote it. So how do you approach that as an actor? Did you kind of like come up with an answer yourself, or how did you play that character really?
Yeah, absolutely. You need to come up with an answer for yourself. And we had to create this movie. Is, when you look back at it, you have to find some logic in it as an actor. You need to know why you were in one location, why you had some information that other people didn't have. So we had a bit of a logic board that we compiled, and that was really helpful, so we could make appropriate decisions. But Sparma is the kind of character that enjoys the cat and mouse. He feels like he's always one step ahead of the detectives. He feels like he's a pretty intelligent guy. He doesn't mind ruffling a few feathers. And yeah, I'm really thankful that I had the chance to take on this transformative role.
And from what I was reading, you didn't want to take on the role at first, and then now you did. So obviously you have no regrets. So what was like that one thing that changed your mind that you wanted to do this? I know you're very picky when it comes to your roles.
Well, I said to John Lee Hancock, if I could make a complete transformation here, if you really, unshackle me and let me kind of run wild for a bit, then I think I could potentially contribute something meaningful to the project. And he was like, "Great, let's do it." And that's all I needed, and I was off to the races.
Did you create some sort of a backstory for yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I created so much of a backstory that I could, I would love to play the part again, because we put so much work into it. I was thinking maybe we could do a spinoff, a story about Albert Sparma's life before this. It could be an interesting one to explore. Hey, we already did most of the work, so.
Yeah. Well, look forward to the prequel.